So alright y'all, welcome to Chris. Today we're going to be discussing the Popeyes chicken sandwich epidemic. We're going to be discussing Spider-Man leaving the Marvel Cinematic Universe and that's impact. And lastly, we're going to talk about the Amazon Rainforest being on fire for a few weeks and no one talking about it. So Popeyes officially released their chicken sandwich last week to everyone, everywhere. It was at select places before, but now they released it to the public and it's been a huge hit. You got the option of whether it's regular or spicy. Either way, the lines have been filling up, it's been going crazy. And Popeyes has made up to $23.7 million just this week alone. It's been such a good week for Popeyes, even on social media. Some of their competitors have felt a little bit threatened, as Chick-fil-A and Wendy's have sent some tweets, even smaller companies as Bojangles and others. But Popeyes wasn't having it. Let me show you real quick. As you can see, they've been winning all week. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I had one myself and them shits is really good. I had the spicy version, I like my stuff spicy, and when you first take that bite, you're just like, damn, for fast food, this is some good ass chicken. I can't have it all the time because, you know, I eat a certain way due to dieting for my best health, but whenever I have a cheat day, I'm definitely gonna be at Popeyes. It's gotten so insane with the hype that the Popeyes closest to me had to shut down yesterday due to so much traffic that the other local businesses, they were saying, you're impeding traffic, or they can't get to where they need to go. Cops were saying they need to have security, so the Popeyes had to close. That's how big people are going for this chicken sandwich. So if you're one of those people that don't believe the hype, I say just get your ass up and try it yourself. You be the judge. Because I want to know in the comment section, who do you think is better? Is it Chick-fil-A or is it Popeyes? Because me as of now, I'm on team Popeyes because that chicken just hit a little bit different. Like Chick-fil-A's is good, but theirs is bigger and it tastes better. So yeah, let me know in the comment section. So another thing that had a lot of people talking last week was Spider-Man leaving the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you're a person that's not into superheroes, you're like, what does that even mean? But Spider-Man's owned by Sony and Disney owns the Marvel Cinematic Universe. 4 to 5 years ago, Sony and Disney came to agreement to have Spider-Man appear in 5 movies. They're going to have Kevin Feige help with the 2 Spider-Man movies, and they were very successful. They made a lot of money, and Spider-Man fit very cohesively with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But now it's time for renegotiations, and you know, Disney wants a little bit more because at this point, Disney has the reason to act the way they do. Their Marvel Cinematic Universe has been hitting. They just had the highest grossing film of all time. Most of their films are hitting $1 billion. So they wanted a little more when they came to Sony. There was rumors that Disney wanted a 50-50 split, but that wasn't true. The truth is Disney wanted 30% of the stakes. That means they would put in, help him with production costs because they wanted to be able to make a little bit more money. So Sony balked at that idea of the 30% share, then backed off, and then Disney was like, okay, well then we just can't lend you Kevin Feige for free anymore. So the talks are away. And then they got leaked into the public. Many people believe Disney did that because they know there's going to be a lot of outrage for Spider-Man not being in the MCU. There's also been reports that Disney just wants to work on their recent acquisitions of X-Men and Fantastic Four, because as we all know, those movies have been mediocre to mid. Whatever's the cause of this, the losers are the fans, because Spider-Man with the MCU was very entertaining and fun, and his movies without that, some have been good, but majority of them, it's not as good as it would be with Marvel. Especially when you get into how they ended some of the Spider-Man movies and how much they were building him up. Just for it to end and all of it be a waste, the fans are really losing. So hopefully they come to an agreement. Let me know in the comment section, do you think they're gonna come up with an agreement, or do you think this split's gonna stay permanent? Because me personally, if Sony isn't gonna eventually come to an agreement, they have another thing coming if they think Spider-Man's gonna have the same success that it did with his last 2 Marvel movies. So a headline that caught a little bit of fire last week, no pun intended, was the Amazon Rainforest being on fire for a few weeks and no one's really talking about it. So I wanted to dig a little bit deeper and see, is this normal or is this something that we all really should be talking about? So it's a little bit of both. Yes, it's normal, it happens yearly, but the way and the amount it's happening this year, it's not normal and should be a cause for concern. The burn rate is up to over 700% than what it was 15 years ago. Think about that. Scientists are to the point that they're thinking the Amazon rainforest can turn into a dry savanna. Our biggest rainforest could potentially no longer exist. And we're at a time where we need trees and carbon to fix our climate more than ever. This is just an ever-going trend of us humans being on this earth and making it 10 times worse. I mean, the Brazilian president isn't making things well because they're doing things that environmental agencies aren't able to help the rainforest. Even the United Nations have tried to step in now to try and fix this because they know this is a really big problem. And I hate being one of those people to say like, what's gonna happen when our kids are older and all that stuff. But you really gotta think about that now. They've been talking about water's drying up, now the rainforest is blowing up. Like, it's crazy, man. I just hope we can potentially get this fixed and maybe start worrying about the environment a little bit more than we do. I'm not saying everyone treat Mother Earth like Earth Day, but you can at least pay attention a little bit more. So yeah, this is mainly what I wanted to talk about. Let me know in the comment section again, are you team Popeyes or are you team Chick-fil-A when it comes to their chicken sandwiches? And also, do you think Sony and Disney are going to come to agreement, or is they going to part ways and Spider-Man's no longer going to be part of the cinematic universe? Don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications, share it with your friends if you enjoyed this video. This is Chris. I'm out, this motherfucker.